Welcome back to my Canva mini course for beginners. I am so thrilled to have you here. Make sure that you check out my past video on creating your Canva account and a tour of the homepage if you haven't already. And in today's video, we're going to dive into creating your first design and making sure that you do it in the right size and in the right way. If you've ever felt overwhelmed when you first open Canva, this tutorial is for you. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you how to use text, all of the ins and outs of inserting it, respacing it, aligning it, positioning it, and all of the things. But today, let's dive into starting your design. Hello, it's wonderful to have you here. Quick intro, my name is Jacqui, graphic designer, love teaching business owners how they can use Canva themselves. All the links below in the description will help you to connect with me if you want to learn more. But for now, let's dive into opening and starting a design in Canva. Now, there are a few ways that you can start a design in Canva, and all of them will end in the same way. So don't feel overwhelmed if you do it one way one day and one way another day. So my favorite way to do it is by hitting this create button on the top left, this purple big plus. When I click on that, it opens up this big module for me to choose what sort of design I want to create. Another way, if I close this, that I can get to this area is by clicking more under this area here. I can press more and it will open it up. I can also choose to just specifically select one of these options down here. Like I explained in the previous video, I might choose just social media. But again, that's still bringing up that same panel. It's just choosing where I want to be within that panel for me. The final way you can start a new design is by toggling over to templates here. You might search Instagram post in here and press search. And in here will pop up a ton of templates for you. And you may choose just to click on one of these and it will open that up directly for you. Or you could choose to press this gray box, which will open up a blank design of an Instagram post. But again, let's go to our main module because in here is every option that we'll possibly need. So first you want to decide what sort of design do I want to create. If you watched the last video, you'll know that you can add multiple different sorts of designs to one Canva design. But for now, we'll just start with our one idea. So we can see here, if I click on social media, it will give me options of what's popular. And I can choose to toggle between different social media accounts from Instagram to Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. And if you have another social media, you can potentially type it in here and it will bring that up for you. You can also do the same with presentation slides, videos, and anything that you would like to create. There's another option here too to create a custom size. If you are creating a graphic for a particular purpose and you have dimensions that have been given to you, you can just use this custom size option to get those exact dimensions. You can type in your width, your height, and then you would need to toggle which units it in. If someone has given you a design that's 3 inches or 5 millimeters, you would make sure you select the millimeters selection, type in whatever you need it to be, and then press create new design and it will open it up in that exact size for you. Today, I'm just going to use a social media static post. If you're using Instagram, my current recommendation is to use Instagram post with the 4:5 ratio. If I was to click on Instagram, you can see there are a few different options for me, but doing the 4:5 is the easiest and most effective option in my opinion. So once I click on this, it's going to open up my brand new design. And when you see this, again, don't feel overwhelmed. There is a ton of different features and tools here, but I'm going to step you through each one of them now. And then in future videos, I'm going to go through really deep diving into each of these sections so that you can know exactly how to use each one and take full advantage of these tools without feeling overwhelmed. Because I want to encourage you, Canva is just a tool. And like any new tool, it takes a moment to learn. But once you learn it, it's going to save you absolute hours in your business and help you to show up more professionally and make more sales, because that's the power of good design. And Canva is really great at helping with that. So when you open up your design, you're going to see one big blank page here. Now you have the option to add a page, you have the option to insert a template, or you can go ahead and use any of these features down the side here. First up on the top left, you're going to see this open menu button. This is going to give you some of the menu options that we found in our Canva homepage that I explained last time. I'm going to close that because we don't need that while we're inside a design. Next, you'll see file. Now it's important to know that when you're designing in Canva, your designs will automatically save. So there's no need for you to go and press save periodically. Canva, when you're connected to the internet, will automatically save your designs. Now, when you first open a new Canva design, if you don't want to be stuck losing your designs in the future, I want you to create one habit. That one habit is to always name your files when you start. You can either do that by pressing file and name your file here, or my favorite place to do it is by clicking on this box up the top middle and you can type in your design name. I always like to share the type of design it is and what it's for. So for example, I've just typed in Instagram post 5 ways to design in Canva. There is no one way to do this. You can name your file whatever you want it to be. Just make sure it's something that if you choose to use the search bar in the future, you'll be able to find it again. The rest of the things in your file are classic things. You've got uploading files. You've got the ability to create a new design and make a new tab of that. You've got your different settings, so you can show different rulers and guides. You can show margins, show your print bleed if you want a more fancy kind of print design, show comments, and a few different options here. You won't need most of these, but knowing that that's where they are, if I'm teaching a tutorial in the future and you're like, oh, where do I add this? This is where you do it. Showing rulers and guides is one of my favorites because it gives this ability just to see how large or small we're measuring something to be. You can also see save, and it just will pretty much always say that all changes are saved. You can choose to move your design to a folder. You can make a copy of your design. You can download your design here. You can also download your design via this share button. You can look at version history if you have Canva Pro. You can move your design to trash if you've accidentally created it and you want to keep things all neat. And you can choose to find or replace text or open up the desktop app, as I mentioned. You also have the option to resize. This will change your design to different dimensions, but as it has a little crown next to it, we can see this is a Pro only feature. If you ever see the little crown, know that it's a Pro only feature. It won't ever charge you unbeknownst to you unless you've added in your details and you select that you are happy to pay. So even if I accidentally click on this, it's going to say I need to try free for 30 days before I can access this feature. You'll see now down the side here, we have a few different options. We have elements. I'm going to go into a deep dive of this in the future video, so stay tuned for that. But in essence, this is where you can access shapes, graphics, animations, photos, frames, and all sorts of different options. Sometimes these elements that are shown will be different depending on what sort of design you have open. If you have a spreadsheet, it's not going to display as many of these, for example. We also have the ability to add text. This is where you can add text boxes, page numbers, and even captions if you're doing a video. We then have the option for the brand kit, like I showed you in video 1, Canva Pro feature. We also have the ability for uploads. This is where you can upload your own files like logos. You can upload your own photos. You can upload your own videos, audio, anything can be uploaded here. Just click upload files. We then have different tools here like drawing and building out shapes. We can also have projects. Projects is Canva's name for managing your files and your folders. Then you have different apps. These are kind of additional add-ons to Canva to help you use the program in more kind of specific and fancy ways. I'll explain that again in a future video. And Magic Media, which is pretty much Canva's way of creating AI images for you. So you can do images, graphics, videos, or 3D. Now, just a few other features of this before we finish up today's video and start to learn how we can use text really well. I wanted to show you down the bottom here, we have our ability to zoom in and out. You can also zoom in and out by using keyboard shortcuts like Control plus and minus, or you can use this button here. You can also choose to look at your page like this. So if I was to add multiple pages here by pressing add page, I can scroll up and down between them, or I can press this pages button here, which will toggle to a different view where I can see all my pages as little pictures down the bottom rather than as a one long scroll. I personally prefer this view. Then you have the ability to view all of your designs at once, so all of your pages at once. So I can press grid view here and it will display all of them really small, or I can choose to view my screen as a full page. So there's lots of different options for you. Most of these make sense. If you're unsure, give it a click and see what it does. If you hover over something, it will also show you what it does. So if I click on this arrow here, it says undo. If I click on undo, it's going to undo what I've done. This forward arrow is redo. This little button here is sharing with me that all of my changes are saved. You can also add comments to different members viewing this design, and you can also see the analytics if you've shared this design publicly. Most of these you won't need as you're starting off, but it's good to know where they are. You also have the option to add notes to different pages should you want to just make any notes to yourself, or maybe you're making your social media post and you want to draft your caption here. And you also have the option to use a timer if that's ever something that you need. And so now you know all of these little buttons and everything that they do so that you can start creating your own designs. And just to whet your appetite, I want to share with you one of my students. She has created, like if you look at this incredible Instagram grid of these designs, she has created herself right inside Canva. None of these were created outside of Canva. They were all made right inside Canva. And that's what's possible for you too as you begin to learn design. And as you learn how to do this well, you're going to go, like Mel did, from feeling completely stuck with your branding and social media to having a clear, cohesive brand and graphics that you're really proud of, plus the confidence to show up and promote your business. Because if you can't promote your business, you're going to have a lot of trouble growing it. And so I hope as you work through this series, you begin to feel more confident using Canva so you too can create incredible graphics for your business so you can grow it to the places that you dream of. Now, I'm going to go into how you can create these designs and the different tools that you can use in the next few videos. So make sure you check out the next video where I'm going to be teaching you about text. There is a lot to know about text, but it's not super complicated once you know the ins and outs. So I can't wait to dive in there. If you're not already, hit subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of this series or any of my other videos teaching you incredible insights around branding, design, and Canva so you can make more sales in your business.